Hello, this is Justin B. Smith from Justin's HIV Journal. I'm here interviewing Dy'Ari Volumes. Hey Dy'Ari, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. So how do you feel?
Excited, nervous, but you know, in a good place, in a very good place.
Good, good. Well, I like to start out with my interviews with basic questions, and of course that was the first question to kind of like a little icebreaker. But how old are you?
I am 28 years old.
28?
Yes, going on 29 in January.
Oh,
Yes.
I'll be 30 in December. I'll be. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that because people were like, "You're not old. You're not getting old." Okay. So, I was kind of doing some research on your Facebook page, and I looked at all your pictures. They're quite lovely.
Thank you. I tried.
But I saw one picture that you were hugged up on somebody. Is that your boyfriend?
That is my fiance.
It's your fiance.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Who proposed to who?
He proposed to me on
When?
the day after Christmas last year. That's 2008. So that was my big Christmas gift.
Oh, that's so sweet. So is there a date?
March 21st, 2010. Next year, 2010.
Wow. So you kind of narrowed it down, like, you know.
Yeah, well, we moved it. It was originally going to be on our anniversary, which is actually coming up December the 12th, which is amazing. But we moved it back a couple of months so we could get some things done.
Wow. So I'm invited, right?
Of course. It wouldn't be a ceremony without you.
Aw. That is sweet. But I know you're lying. No, I'm just joking. So, how long have you guys been together again?
We have been together going on 3 years now.
Wow.
Going on 3 years.
Wow. So that's like 50 engaged.
Right. Right. We've been together, you know, we got over that mark and we're standing strong.
Right. It's actually me and my husband were together for 3 years until we got married. So yeah, I think the 3 year mark is like
it's it.
the mark.
It's it. You're in there.
Right. So how long have you been singing?
I have been singing probably since I was 4 or 5. There came a time when I stopped singing for a while due to a lot of it was kind of like a sister act moment. My father told me that singing would never amount to anything or get me anywhere. You know, I was always meant to be an athlete. So I stopped and I had a couple of embarrassing moments and discouraging moments trying to sing. And then about a year or two ago, I came back into singing full force and jumped right in there.
So what made you jump right in there?
I moved from Atlanta and started my whole life anew in New York, and it just seemed like the right time to push my music. I had something to say, I had a lot to speak from, and the only way for me to do that, I felt, was through my music.
How did you start, like, your music career? I mean, did you just go to New York and say, I'm going to get a manager, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get this, and then you just got it? Or how did you do that?
Well, I actually came and I went to a couple of shows. My fiance had a show called the Uptown Live Show, and I went and watched the show. He would showcase local independent artists that were on the rise, and a good friend of mine was actually on that show, and I sang back up for him, and then we formed a group called ID.
Okay.
After ID, it was time for me to go and be a Dy'Ari. So that happened like right after ID finished.
So Dy'Ari is your real name?
No, Dy'Ari is my stage name. Dy'Ari is one of my alter egos. I have a couple of them, but Dy'Ari is one of my alter egos.
I understand, trust me, I have a couple myself.
It's always good to have alter egos.
Yeah, because they let you release, like they let you kind of act out that other part of yourself that you wish you could act out as another person, but you can't. I understand. So besides singing, what else do you do?
I love to write. Of course, I'm just an athlete. I'm a big kid, so I like to play video games. I like to go to the zoo and aquariums and the museum. And I'm a lover of art. I also play the violin, but I'm also a very big lover of art.
Wow.
So I like to travel.
Is this your first time in DC?
This is not my first time in DC. I've been to DC a couple of times. This is my first time, or my second time in DC as Dy'Ari. I came to the National Equality March a little while back. So
I was there. Yeah. I wish I would have known that you were here. That's okay. That's okay. But I see that you're heavily involved in the community as well. So do you have any projects that you're working on currently?
Currently, I am the co-chair and refounding member of Campaign to End AIDS New York. The organization has been in existence for 4 years, going on 5 years next year. But it just recently got brought back to New York after my fiancé and I came back from the National Equality March. And we went to one of the events that they were putting on, and we said, we wonder if they have a New York chapter. And we came to find out that it had been down for a while because the co-chair was over. He passed away about 2 years ago. So we decided to build and put it back on the map.
I'm also a member and Kelly of the New York chapter of Campaign to End AIDS. And I think now the time is now to make it end. It's time out for letting everybody else make decisions for us on how we take care of this epidemic. It's our responsibility. It is definitely our responsibility. So this next song is called Human After All. It's a realization that even though I may feel different, I'm just like everybody else. You want two tracks down instead of one. So I hope y'all enjoy this. This is the last song from AlSura. You see for having us out here. The power of that's deep long enough. My heart beats, my mind feels, my mouth speaks. Therefore, I am here.
Shackles.